Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our lives forward in the most positive way possible. If this is the first time at my channel, I'd like to invite you to be sure to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. There is a calculator below to help you if you don't know what those are. But your sun sign is the core of you. It's how you feel inside. It's how you view the world. And your moon sign is how you feel about the way the world is interacting with you. It's your emotional response. And your rising sign is your personality. It's how you interact with the world and how the world views you. And so it's always good to check out all three to get a complete picture. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much. Your likes, your shares, your comments, you're helping me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. So let's get started and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. We're already going. So the moon starts out in Virgo on Sunday, and in Leo on Sunday, and it's about willpower, and this kind of looks like you, Scorpio, hiding behind the mask, having a lot of willpower, keeping your secrets to yourself. It's not necessarily a good thing, but it is your mode of operating, right? So here we go. Spirit wants to talk about teamwork and loyalty and climbing the mountains and overcoming the obstacles. And see, Spirit is all over, flying high. Those are golden eagles. So that's Spirit up there flying. There's somebody leading and showing the way. It takes teamwork to get there. The dogs represent the loyalty. It's not easy to climb a mountain. It's not easy. But the view from the top makes it so worth it, right? It's magical. And so it makes it worth all the effort to get there. So what mountain are you trying to climb? Where are you trying to go? Ooh, if you have something that you are trying to do that has a big obstacle that you've been trying to overcome, leave it for me in the comments below and let me know where your journey is taking you. Okay, that was weird. I just saw, maybe that was your card. Okay, so there was a card that was upside down, and now they're all sticking like they don't want to do anything. And so we're going to take this one, and it's the World. It is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, which seems appropriate because we're coming up on this full moon. I just want to be sure, and I'm just going to... Yeah, no, that was it. Okay. Just wanted to be sure. All right, so end of a cycle, beginning of the new cycle. It's Saturn and that's Saturn energy, so it's about boundaries and limitations and where one thing ends and a new thing begins, and exerting your will to create what you want, to overcome the obstacles. Okay, so Monday the moon moves into Virgo. And for you, that is your 11th house of groups, group activities. And this is definitely looks like a group activity. There's more than one person involved in helping you to climb this mountain, to overcome these obstacles. You're not going to get there by yourself. But you do need to be focused. You need to have your head above. Oh, that Mercury in retrograde in Pisces water of emotions. Try to get your head above there so you can focus on the transformation you want to bring about. What do you need to do? Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? What action do you need to take? So let's get you a little guidance on that. While I'm getting a little guidance from Spirit on that, could you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button? I would really appreciate it. Ooh, look what you have. You have quiet retreat. Okay, so a little time out for yourself. So when you're climbing a mountain, and even though it's a group and there's group activities, and this is in your house of group and group activities, and there's a lot of people around you, if you're climbing the mountain in the snow, first off, there's not a lot of chit-chatting going on, right? Because it takes all of your energy and concentration to keep climbing higher and higher when the atmosphere is becoming thinner. And then the sound is quiet by the snow. The snow quiets the noise of the earth. And so taking that little time out to just kind of get into your own head and think things through clearly, you know, keeping your head above the emotion and thinking clearly is going to be important to helping you figure out your way forward, to figure out what your next steps are, to see where Spirit is leading you. Because, see, this looks like Spirit's leading. And so you need to be able to be in contact with Spirit. And sometimes it takes being in a quiet space to figure out what that is. And then on Wednesday is such a big day. The sun moves into Aries. So we get out of that Piscean energy that is really heavy this year because of the Mercury in retrograde going on. It's the equinox. It's either fall if you're in the southern hemisphere or spring in the northern hemisphere. And we have a full moon at 0 degrees of Libra. It's the first of 2 full moons, and it's the third of 3 supermoons. Holy cow, there's so much energy. If you are in the southern hemisphere, it is your harvest moon. It's the bringing in, it's the culmination of the things that you have been planting and working on. But here in the northern hemisphere, it's the worm moon. It's about having faith in the process of the growth that's coming. It's about believing that something important is happening. It's having faith. And remember, you're supposed to be in quiet retreat, speaking to Spirit, and there's just so much power. There's so much power in this moon because it's a supermoon. And there's so much power in the faith. And there's so much power if you open yourself to the communication. And if you do that, you can attract in what you want. By using positive words, positive I am statements, I am is all about being Aries, right? But it's this, I am attaining my dreams. I am summiting my mountains. I am reaching my goals. And this is in your 12th house of hopes and goals and dreams. And so it becomes really important that you understand what your hopes and your goals and your dreams are, so that you can chase them down, so that you can attain them. You are at the end of a major cycle. And it's kind of like catching your breath and getting ready. And you're releasing all the negative energy from the past so that you can move forward in a super positive way. And in order to do that, you need to take that little breath. And you need to give yourself that time. Let's get you a little guidance on that. This is about really understanding what it is you want, figuring out where it is you want to go, taking that quiet time and space for yourself so that you can set your sights on the inside so that you know where you're headed, and know that this journey is blessed. This opportunity is blessed. This cycle is blessed. These things you want to do is blessed. And this one's also volunteering itself and its loyal heart. So it's again with this loyalty that we see depicted with these dogs here. But it's also about being loyal to yourself, being loyal to your hopes and your goals and your dreams and your wishes, being loyal and true to yourself. Have you been giving yourself away too much? Only you know the answer to that. On Friday at 10:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S., the sun moves into Scorpio. That's your first house, your house of self. And you're being asked to do a little more self-reflection. And there's a lot of that going on for you this year, Scorpio. I understand that, but here's another opportunity. And it's clear-headed thinking. See how their heads are above the water of the emotion. This is clear-headed thinking, clear-headed self-reflection. What worked? What didn't work? You are completing a cycle. There's an end of a cycle, so it's always good to do a little review. What was good? What was bad? What did I learn? What can I do moving forward? How can I bring more pleasure into my life? How can I bring more joy and spontaneity? How can I summit my mountains? How can I get where it is I want to go? Oh, and you have pig. Taurus had pig too. So if you have Taurus also in your chart, take a look at the Taurus video. And this says pig. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Because right after the first house comes the second house, and that one is all about self-esteem. So while you're doing the self-reflection, don't get down on yourself. Okay, so maybe you didn't get everything right. If you did, why are you here? We're here to learn lessons. We're here to make mistakes so that we can figure out how to become better versions of ourselves. And so don't be so mad at yourself because you didn't get it right. Who gets it right? Nobody does. You don't want to be getting it right. Where's the fun in that? So the lessons and the growth happen when we make mistakes and we get a chance to review at the end of a cycle. Oh, okay, that didn't work. This did. Let's work a little more on that. Let's try this. As you keep climbing, and it's kind of like a spiral, right? You're going to revisit places you've been, but you'll do it from a higher vantage point where you can see, oh, I did this better this time. So don't get down on yourself during this time of self-reflection. You learned something. What did you learn? That's the questions you should be asking. That's what you need to know. And so for your color cards, you have improve your vision, right? You're on the top of the mountain. You're looking down. You're looking from a higher vantage point because you've been spiraling up. Improve your vision. The self-reflection is an opportunity to really look at yourself and see who you really are and what you learned. Improve your vision. Be an eagle. And you have connect to body, mind, and soul, lavender. So lots of purples. Indigo, lavender. This is all third eye. This is all that self-reflection. This is all that going within energy. You have a whole year of that coming up. I actually think you might have 2. Because I noticed that next year all the retrogrades happen again in the water signs, but they move from water into other signs. So it's only but the retrogrades spend some time in water. And so there's a lot of opportunity to really review and to grow and to learn. And so it just makes you a better version of you. So take advantage of it. Embrace it. So I guess that's it. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and do that now. If you would like to subscribe, yay, and hit the notification button so that you know when I go live, because I do that sometimes, or when I post videos. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you. I will do a new moon video, full moon video. I'll do a full moon video. Expect to see that probably on Tuesday, and then I will do the weeklies, and I will see you back here then. You guys take care. Talk to you soon.